Okay, first let me show you what my settings are. So I'm going to hit options on the controller, right on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, X. Okay. Matchmaking region auto. I assume it's always going to find the fastest server. So this one's at 44 milliseconds. I suppose if I wanted to change to a different server, I could. But I keep that on auto. Wireless controller sensitivity x-axis, which is back and forth, is 0.7. Y-axis is up and down, 0.7. Targeting sensitivity, 0.9, which I'm trying to get used to still. Scope sensitivity, 0.9. Still trying to get used to it. It's pretty fast. Invert view, off. Streamer mode, on. Hidden matchmaking delay is 0. Scale of the HUD is 0.9. Spectator count is on. Sprint by default is on. Sprint cancels reloading is off. Tap to search interact is on. Toggle targeting is on. Reset building choice is off. Aim assist is off. Edit mode aim assist is off. Turbo building is on. Auto material change is on. Controller auto run is on. Auto open doors is on. Auto pick up weapons is on. Auto sort consumables to right is on. Vibration is on. Record replays is off. Record large team replays is off. Okay, here we go. Brightness calibration, I leave that at 0.5. Music volume 0.5. Sound effects volume 1. Because I want to hear enemy footsteps. Voice chat volume 0.75. Cinematics volume 0.5. Subtitles and voice chat are both on. If you're colorblind, you can play around with these different settings. See what works for you. If you use a keyboard, you can map your keys here. Controller, I use the Builder Pro. They say it's the best of both worlds between Quick Builder and Combat Pro. I don't know. If you want to go into custom, you can, like say you want to change the L3 button from sprint to edit. Just be aware that if you try to leave this screen now, it's gonna tell you that you need to bind the sprint, auto sprint action tool button. So you may want to say, well, what am I going to give up, right? Crouch. Give up crouch for sprint. I'd rather have crouch, but it's up to you. I'm going to change this back to sprint. Auto sprint. But I use Builder. Whoops, I should change that back. I want to use Builder Pro. Okay, if you want to test your settings, I would suggest going to the playground. So we're going to hit square. You want it to say don't fill, so you're the only person there. Otherwise, you have to worry about someone else killing you while you're trying to test your settings and get used to them. Okay, try and go to play. Okay, we want a place that has plenty of resources, all three resources, but yet has flat ground around it. Let's try Retail Row. I just want to see if there are 3 chests around this purple. There is 3 chests here. Now, do we have some flat ground? Up there we go. Okay, I need a scoped weapon, so I need to go find one. Okay, what I'm going to do is reset all of these settings to default by hitting the square button. And we'll go through these. Wire controller sensitivity X and Y is at 0.5. So panning left and right, up and down. This is the default speed. I think that's a little slow. I'm trying to get used to 0.7. Targeting sensitivity defaults to 0.5. I'm trying to get used to 0.9. So as I pan left and right, okay, let's look at the scope. The scope right now defaults to 0.5. I think this is a little slow. I'd like to get this up to 0.9. Okay, to be fair, I didn't show you what the sensitivity here at 0.5 looks like. Or maybe I did and I don't remember. Invert view default is off. So when I point the joystick down, I look down. If my right stick goes up, I see up. If I invert that, it's exact opposite. So now when I point the right stick up, I look down. If I point the right stick down, I look up. Which is good if you're flying an aircraft, but doesn't make sense to me for this. Streamer mode defaults off. I want this on. It hides your username so someone couldn't just watch a stream to see where you are and come kill you. Hidden matchmaking. If you do broadcast or stream, you can put a delay in there so people, can't track you down by, I don't know. I leave that at 0. Set the scale of the HUD. This is a normal size. The map in the right corner, the weapon loadout, bottom right, health bar in the center bottom. Those are all 100% HUD. I like to change this to 0.9. They're just a little bit smaller, but yet I can still see everything. Spectator count. When you die, when you're watching somebody else play, in the lower left corner there's going to be an icon of an eyeball with a number under it showing how many other people are, how how many people are watching the same player you are. I'll leave that on. Sprint by default. I turn that on. When it's off, you press your left stick forward and you walk. But if you press L3, you sprint. I would rather that I just press the stick forward and I sprint by default. So now when I press forward on the left stick, it sprints by default, and if I do L3, it walks. Sprint cancels reload. I have this off. It also defaults to off. So let's waste some ammo here. Okay, hit reload. And if you move, you continue to reload. If you have sprint cancels reloading, you try to reload and move, you stop reloading. No. Huh. Well, I do have it turned on. Oh, it's sprint. Not strafe. Okay, so moving forward then. Cancels my reload. Forward only. Okay, so moving forward only cancels your reload. I still think I want that off. Tap to search, on and off. So right now it's off. Let's go find something to search. A llama. Tap to search, interact is off. So if I tap the square button and I stop, I have to hit the square button again to begin searching. If I turn that on, I just tap the square button. Well, I don't have to hold down the square button to search. Watch there be a scope weapon in here and I'll be pissed. I think I spent 10-15 minutes looking for a scope weapon. Toggle targeting by default is off. So if I want to hold down the L2, my receptacle gets smaller. Toggle targeting on. That means if I press L2, the receptacle remains small. I don't have to hold down the L2 button, but I do have to tap the L2 button again to release that auto aim mode. So I like that on. Reset build choice. Defaults to off. And this is good. I like this. So if I build a wall, a wall, a wall, and a wall, well, that's a bad choice. Let's say I want to build a stair. Okay, the next time I go to build, it's going to remember the last thing I chose, which is a stair. Okay, so if I turn reset building choice on, that means whenever I go to build, it's gonna go back to the wall. So if I put a wall here and here, and then choose stair as my last build, the next time I go to build something, it's gonna be back to a wall. So it's going to default back to wall. It's not going to remember that the last thing I used was a stair. I like it to remember. So keep that, I like to keep that off. Aim assist, on or off. Default is on. Helps keep your wireless controller aim on target. If I turn that off, see, I really don't see a difference. But keep it on, I guess. They say keep it on. Yeah, I don't get it. Edit mode, aim assist. So that defaults to on. Is that what the little bouncy thing is? Let's try to keep it in the center. See how it kind of bounces? If I turn that off, oh yeah, so that's it. Aim assist kind of bounces it, kind of keeps it in the center. You know what? I think I'm going to try to keep that on then. Yeah, if you're moving fast, you know, you don't go, oh, see, I can't go outside the boundaries of the box. Yes, I can. I'm such a liar. Well, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So what's... I don't get it. Oh well, I'm gonna leave that on. Make me a door. Turbo building defaults to on. This is nice. So let's say I want to make some stairs. All I have to do is hold down the L2 button and run, and it automatically drops the next stair for me. Or, if I'm doing floor, I can just hold down R1 and it makes the next floor for me. Ow! So if you had the turbo building turned off, let's see, can I, so if I hold down, I don't want to die here. So if I hold down R1, it's not going to build R1 for me. I'm going to have to tap R1 each time to build the next floor. I'd rather just have turbo on and have it lay down automatically. Turbo building is also good if you want to put up a fast 1x1. All you have to do is just turn in a circle. So R2, turn in the circle. You got 4 walls. It's really fast. I love turbo build. And when you change your controller sensitivity higher, you can really build fast. So, okay, let's get out of here. Oh, I don't want to die though. Auto material change. This is good. Okay, defaults to on. Well, let's turn it off. So let's say, I want to make a pathway out to that porta fortress. So I can just hold down R1 and run out there. I'm going slow because I'm afraid I'm going to fall off. If I fall off, I die. Whoa! See, I'm out of wood. So I have to manually do what? I have to... Material is left on the D-pad. So I have to manually change to brick. Change my building thing. Let's change back to wood. Auto material change. Let's turn this on. Now when I go to build with wood and I'm out, it automatically changes to brick. And if I was out of brick, it would automatically change to steel. You know, if I had some steel on me. Controller auto run defaults to on. Turns controller auto run on off. When on, double clicking the movement stick will make you automatically run forward without needing to hold the stick forward. There we go. Oh. I did it. I did it for a little bit. Now I can't do it again. See that little icon flashing by my health bar? The little white moving person? If you do this right, that little person stays on and you continue. There we go. While moving, double. I don't get it, but the playground is a good place to master this skill. But if you touch that left joystick, it shuts off. But it would be handy if you had to run a long way, you wouldn't have to keep holding the controller. Just activate that. And who knows, maybe my auto sprint thing is messing with this. Let's try that. Where is auto sprint? Sprint by default. Let's turn that off. And where is this controller auto run is on? Let's try that. No. See, this isn't working for me either. I get just the ghost of it, and then it, there we go. Okay, my left hand is off the controller. Let's see if I can do it back to the way it was. Auto sprint by default on. Controller auto run on. See if I can do this again. See, I don't. Okay, here we go. I got it. So if you want to take a sip of water or something, the left hand is free. You just touch that left joystick and it shuts off. Allow cross-platform parties. This is new. This is new with Season 6. Default is off. I'm gonna turn it on. I'll have to get to the lobby and check that out. Okay. Auto open doors. Default is off. So let me build a wall here and edit it, put in a door. So by default, I have to hit the square button to open this door. Auto open doors. If I change that to on, you just run up to the door, it automatically opens. You still have to close it manually, but you don't have to press square to open it. Auto pickup weapons. Defaults to off. So let me drop some weapons here. Okay, auto is shut off. So just running over this stuff won't pick it up. I have to continually press the square button to pick up this stuff. Auto pick up weapons on. Now, so long as if I have an empty inventory slot, just running over these weapons automatically picks it up. That's a good setting to have at the beginning of the game so you don't have to press square to pick up a weapon. Let me dump these again. Okay. Auto sort consumables to right. Default is off. So when I go to pick these up, my consumables are in the middle here. So let me drop this stuff again. Auto consumables to right. Turn that on. Now when I run over this stuff, it'll put my consumables way to the right. So it keeps my weapons up close. Vibration, your controller vibrates in your hand, defaults to off. I like that on. And record replays, defaults to on. But it can reduce performance and take up hard drive space. So I like to keep this off. This one by default is off, and I keep it off. If I want to record, the PS4 records up to an hour by itself anyway. And none of our matches are longer than that. Or they shouldn't be. So if I wanted to record, if I wanted to capture something that was really good, I can just do it through the PS4.